everybody, Jaws Jr. here for an in-shop adventure where I'm doing everything wrong. So you're going to wonder, okay, Jaws, what are you doing wrong this time? So we all know that I do things wrong all the time. In the comments, on social media, tell me I'm doing it wrong. But the results speak volumes. So, what we're looking at a barrel that's got rocks in it, and this has gone through 2 cycles of coarse grit. My cycle for coarse grit is 5 to 6 days and the grit is completely used up. So what am I rolling? I'm rolling material that I've collected in the Columbia Basin. This stuff is, to begin with, nicely shaped, fairly smooth, really no cracks or divots. So because of that, I am trying something. And see, here's a couple of the samples right there. That's after 2 cycles of coarse grit. Put them back in there. Because we all know the typical procedure. When you're done with coarse grit, you take your barrel, you dump it out, use the hose or whatever method you got to clean the rocks up very well, inspect them, put them back in the barrel with fresh, clean water, add your grit, add whatever additives to it that you want, and then you begin rolling it. You see that slurry is the coarse grit slurry. You know what I'm going to do? Let me show you here. Yeah, I'm going to medium grit. Just to show you that's what that is. And I am not cleaning anything up. I'm putting it in the coarse grit slurry. I don't have to add any more additives because it's already in there. The slurry is thick. Here's 1 cup. That's a 1/3 cup. And I run 1 1/4 cups, roughly. And there's a 1/4 cup. I already got the lid dried, and I'm going to put the lid on it and I'm going to roll it, and then I will take it out after it's done with its 5 to 6 days of rolling, do the proper cleanup, and then start pre-polish and polish, and I will end up with nice and shiny rocks just like you did now. And I'm skipping a step, and I am not having to deal with dumping out the slurry and all of that other type of stuff, and I'm saving myself. It takes me about 20 minutes per barrel to inspect everything. Maybe a little bit longer depending on how many times I get distracted. So now what takes 5 minutes, it's back rolling again. And I have 3 barrels. So I'm saving myself almost an hour. And I am starting off with a pre-thickened slurry, so this grit will carry much better from the beginning and will start the grinding better from the beginning. So again, I got to get the lid dried off. This lip here on the barrel has already been cleaned, and we are going to start rolling it. Okay, there are the 3 barrels. And now they're rolling. Well, the medium grit is done. So let's see how much grit is left after using the slurry that came from the coarse grit. I know, this is breaking every rule. So I'm going to have to sit you guys down. This is heavy. I can't do this with one hand, but I'll dump it and then bring you guys right back. There you go. No grit left. So I'm thinking that was a success. Saved time, saved white stuff, But I would not do this again with anything other than this particular material I'm rolling, because it is fairly good quality material. No cracks, no crevices, none of that stuff in it that normally would entrap grit. So, let's find out what this looks like. Fresh out of the tumbler. Let me get them sorted out and dried out and go from there. As you can tell, the red and the agates and quartzite and other lighter colored material. So let me get these dried off and get the media put up, and we'll take a look and see what we got at a closer level. Here they are, dried off. I had one fail. This piece of Saddle Mountain petrified wood I tossed in there, and look at the face. It got chipped. You can see those white marks? That's not polish being left over, that's actually chip marks. So it got chipped and nicked. That's okay, because I will face this by hand on the cabochon machine, so I don't see a problem. Other than that, it turned out pretty good. But it's still a fail. It happens. So, I have another batch in pre-polish right now. And what I will do is I will get that one done, and we will show 2 full polished batches. This is 1 barrel, 2nd barrel of my first batch. And a cabochon, just because I can. This is 3/5 of the batch that I'm doing it totally wrong with. According to so many people, these should never have a polish. And the camera doesn't even show the true polish that the eye catches. And to show that I've still been doing it wrong even more, I've got something else to show you. That is a piece of obsidian that was polished in this. Yes, softer obsidian, volcanic glass, was polished with a very hard agate, jasper, quartzite. And look at the shine on that. So yet again, you can even see some of the sheen on that, a little bit of sheen that's in there. So yet again, something that I did completely wrong. But that's good enough. I've rubbed it in enough that you don't need to follow specific directions. You can make your own procedures, experiment, have fun with it. And it may turn out, it may not. Don't worry about it. Have fun with it. Enjoy your results. So just remember, everyone's life is an adventure. Then there's mine, polishing rocks all wrong. This is The Adventures of Jaws Jr. Have a good one, everybody. See ya.